I am here for an exciting video, and that is to talk about 12 books I want to read in 2020. So for 2019, I made a couple of list videos of, you know, books I wish I read the year before and books I wish to read in this year, and like, I didn't do very well. I think out of the 19 books that I had over 2 lists, I only read about 8 of them. So this year I am making a more solid list of only 12 books. So like, when you break it down, that's only reading 1 book a month, even though I am not going to get one of these books read in the month of January, but I still think 12 books is manageable, and they're all books that I do really want to read. So I am hoping that this list is a way for me to try and just get to some of my books on my TBR, and I am pushing myself to get to these books, but I'm excited. A range of books here that I'm just keen to read, and I just can't wait to tell you. So this is a book that's on 2019's list that I didn't get to, but I really want to read Legendary by Stephanie Garber. How many times can I keep mentioning that I want to read this book? In theory, I could just read this right now, but I'm not going to because there is all these other things that I need to read, but it just gets so hard because there are so many books on my TBR, and I've really got to try and pick what I read, but there is still so many that I can't read all of them, but they're all pressing to read right now. Like, it's just so hard. But I really enjoyed Carnival, so I do want to know what happens in the sequel and then finally get to finale. So I need to get to these books and make it happen. Okay, and I have one more book that was on last year's list, but I do really want to read The Bone Witch by Rin Geppetto. This series is like over. It's been out for a long time, and I bought this book ages ago, and I have been wanting to read it for so long, and it's gone to the point now that I'm seeing people talking negatively about this book that I'm a little bit scared, but I gotta form my own opinions. That's how we get through books here. But it just sounds like it's going to be really interesting because it's about necromancy, and she accidentally brings a brother back, and I just feel like there's going to be like a lot of drama here, so I do want to get to this book eventually. Next, I want to read The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy by Mackenzie Lee. So we're upgrading here because The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue was on my list last year, and I did read that book, so we're upgrading to the sequel of the series. But I do really want to read this book before the 3rd book comes out, so this is definitely a more pressing one because I need to do this within the next couple of months, because I'm pretty sure the 3rd book comes out in June or something. Like, I've got like at least a couple of months, but this is one that I definitely need to get to. I lied. Daughter of the Burning City by Amanda Foody might be a veteran of my list from last year, because this is a book that I keep saying I really want to read, and I just keep putting it off, and I don't even mean to. It's self-consciously not reading this book. But I also have Ace of Shades by her that I really want to read, and I'm pretty sure the sequel to that's already come out. Like, so many books are like so old on my TBR now that I'm just like, how have I not read them? But it's got a circus, it's got magic, it's just got everything that I need. Like, so many buzzwords and stuff is being ticked off for me in this book, and I just need to pick it up. Next, I'd really love to read Kingsbane by Claire Legrand. I actually think this is another upgrade because Furyborn was on my list last year, so now Kingsbane is on the list, and this is a big book. I bought this a while ago and I've been wanting to read it, but I haven't gotten to it yet, and I know that the first book wasn't as good as I expected it to be, so that's probably a reason why I'm not necessarily exactly wanting to get to it straight away, but I want to get to it this year. I'm making it a promise to myself that I'm going to get to this beast this year. Next, I really want to get to Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. Like, I loved The Remnant Chronicles, and this is a new series set in the same world, and I again have seen some negative things about this book that I'm a little hesitant, but I will form my own opinion once I read it. But I loved her writing in that first trilogy, so I want to see more of her writing and know what else she has to offer, so this is a book that I'm definitely keen to read. Next, I've got Batter in the Night by Sarah Porter. So I tried to read this for a readathon right at the end of the year, and it didn't happen, so I'm putting it on this list because I really got to do this. I really got to get to this book. My friend bought this for me so many years ago, and I feel so bad that I haven't read it yet because I'm just the worst reader, but I really do need to get to this so that I can finally know what's going on. And again, it was giving me Daughter of Smoke and Bone vibes, and I want to get to it. Oh, this next one I feel like is going to be so unattainable, but I really want to try and get to Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare. But like, just holding this book is so huge. How many pages are we at? Like nearly 900 pages. This is a beast. But the thing with this book is I have to reread City of Heavenly Fire, Lady Midnight, Lord of Shadows, then I need to read Ghost of the Shadow Market. I also need to read The Red Scrolls of Magic. Like, I've got a lot of Cassandra Clare books to read to get to this, but it's a whole year goal, so this will probably not happen until like later in the year. I just need to push myself to get to City of Heavenly Fire. That would be an achievement if I could just finish the Mortal Instruments, because I just can't seem to do it because these books are so huge and I just can't even deal. But I'm putting it on here because I need to get to this because it's been out for more than a year and I have not read it. Like, I don't know what's happening in the Shunhunter world. And Chain of Gold's coming out too in March, so like, again, there is just piles and piles and piles piles of Cassandra Clare books I need to read. So I put Rebel Belle by Rachel Hawkins on this list because why not? Like, I have so many books, and when I was looking, I'm like, you know what? I want to start this trilogy. I think it'd be a great idea. And again, this is another book I've heard bad reviews for, but I'm gonna go with it because it sounds like it's gonna be fun. And I can't even remember what it's about exactly, but I know like the main character like has to protect people and she goes to the school or something. But anyway, it's just a one to chuck on there because I thought it sounded interesting. Okay, I've put More Happy Than Not by Adam Severa on this list because I really want to get to all of his books, and I also want to read the book that he wrote with Becca Albertalli, and I need to also read Leah on the Offbeat, and then there's a new Becky Albertalli and another author book coming out. Like, there's a lot of books surrounding like these two authors for me that I really want to get to his first book so I can actually start reading some of his content. This book is less than 300 pages, so that is not even that hard to make myself read, but I just got to get the push to finally read one of these contemporaries. Okay, next I've got Never Fade by Alexandra Bracken. So I read The Darkest Minds so long ago, and I really did enjoy it, and I have the whole series, like I have all of the books. I just really want to know where it's going to go because it's got such an interesting concept. It ended on a cliffhanger, and then I watched the movie, which was very exciting for me, but I really want to continue on with the series, and I do need to read the novella collection as I'm going through the series. So technically I need to read the first story in Through the Dark to start this book, but this is one that I want to prioritize for at least some point in this year and hopefully get to the sequels as well, which would be really awesome. And the last book on my list is The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. So my friend that bought me Vassar in the Night also bought me this book, so that is another main reason I'm putting it on here. I should try and get to the books that were gifted to me because I suck. I just suck. I buy too many books, there's too much to read, and then I get stressed. But this is a book that I definitely have heard many good things about, and I think it's going to be a beautiful read. So this is, yep, one that I definitely want to get to. Okay, I'm doing it. This is the whole entire pile of books that I want to read because I need to get some books off my TBR, and I'm sure there are so many amazing books on my TBR that I haven't gotten to yet, but if I could get to this stack, that would be amazing. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and please wish me luck that I can get to these 12 books because I would just feel so accomplished if I could do this in the year of 2020. I just want to get to some amazing books this year and also get to some of the backlist ones, some of the new ones. Like, there's just so much reading I want to do. Probably won't happen, but we can dream, you know, we can dream. But anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.